It's 27 minutes on to 7 o'clock, and this is where I say good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, PD, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today, Thursday. It is the 4th day of June. Wow, almost said May. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Reminding you that it is indeed a good day to have a good day in a good way. Thank you, Lord, for another day of opportunities. We praise you for waking us up this beautiful morning. Lord, lead us. Lead us beside the still waters today as we put our day in your hands. Only you know what lies before us, and we trust you to help us make wise decisions and choices. Thank you for going before us and making our rough road smooth and shielding us from evil. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And let's see what the second one says. Thursday's blessings. For by grace ye are saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is a gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus unto good works, which God hath had before ordained that we should walk in them. And that's from Ephesians 2, verse 8 to 10. Now I pray that you grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ for you, and his grace is sufficient for you. May your day overflow with love, joy, peace, hope, and blessings together with your family. In Jesus' wonderful name we pray. Good morning, Apostle, good morning. 25 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Lauren Salim, gratitude is a must, yeah? Veronica Sandy, Jillian McIntyre, Jennifer Lawrence, good morning. Mildred Smith, good morning. Well, Petlin is always with us. Jennifer Colimo, good morning to you. I do hope that you have a great day. Yep, nice. Yeah, you're more than a conqueror, man. And then you can be drinking from your water. You're drinking water from your saucer. Yeah. It's a planting day today, Corpus Christi. Yeah, that's what it is today. So you've got to do what you've got to do. It's a cultural thing, right? You know, as a little boy growing up on Corpus Christi, we go to the garden with the hose and the cutlasses, and yeah. I miss mommy, you know. She instilled so many good things in the boy. And then all of a sudden, all hell broke loose, you know what I'm saying? But I'm alive, so there's hope, yeah? Auntie Alma, good morning. Yeah. Uncle Orleans and Mommy, they're looking down on us. Uncle Cosmos, Auntie Rosamond. Now I know angels by name. Delia did a poem like that. Now I know an angel by name. Delia, good morning. Archie, Jerry, Daisy, the children. Joan Brathwaite Batson, good morning to you. The word of the day today, that word is acknowledge. 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 And it means to recognize or admit. To recognize or admit. Now the minister acknowledged the effort. That's how we can use that word, the past tense of it. The minister acknowledged the effort. So the word of the day today, that word is acknowledge. Yeah, 23 minutes on to 7. Parents and guardians, man. I urge you to, be a positive impact, play a positive role, and stay on top of the matters and circumstances surrounding your children. Because, let me tell you something. Just pause with the motivational tip a bit there. Life is such a dynamic and volatile thing that if you just move your eye for a mere second, things happen in your children's lives that you wonder, well, where did that come from? How all of a sudden these things are happening? I mean, I was telling, Miss Bishop, good morning to you. We were having that conversation. I was a good boy, good. I don't know where it all went wrong. And then, it seems like everything I touch now turns to feces. But that's just that's a trick of the enemy, and you ain't catching me with that, papi. I am a good man just like you. You understand what I'm saying? I was created in the image and likeness of the Most High, and the devil is just there trying to confuse and frustrate and so forth, but he's not going to get through. At the end of it all, when it is all over, yeah, it shall be well. And if it is not well, then it's not the end, yeah? Remember that. So don't give up, you understand? Don't forget, keep praying for and over your children and your families, you understand? Because the devil is attacking families. He is attacking families. Why? Because that is the structure that he fears. A good, sound family cannot be penetrated and derailed. You understand what I'm saying? Pray for the children, pray for the family. And while you're at it, pray for your community. And if everybody does that, then the nation is covered. This thing about, we talking this and listen, evil is real. Remember me telling you this. Evil is real. And there are a number of people out there today who laugh and smile in your face. And I'm going to say it as raw as it is. Just to get the information, your plans, your intentions, and then go to the OBI house with it. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, OBI is real too. Please pray and protect yourself, your children, your family, your community, or else the devil is going to reap havoc. You understand what I'm saying? Don't take all these murders and suicides and all this thing. Don't take them lightly and too fleshy. Look at the spiritual component of it, please. I'm not preaching this morning. The motivational tip is up next. Reverend Samuel Caesar, good morning, good morning, good morning. If you want to succeed, you should strike out new paths. If you want to succeed, you should strike out on new paths. You cannot do the same thing and expect different results. Only an insane person does that. And I know you are not insane, all right? If you're having mental challenges, there are resources that you can dip into and get sorted out. If you want to succeed, you should strike out on new paths. Yeah. Nice. Good morning, good morning. I just felt like saying this. I was having a conversation with an aged woman 2 days ago, and we were talking about, and this world has become so evil. So evil. My good friend Psycho Bob would know what I'm talking about. There are so many people that we see things are happening to when they're involved, and you're thinking, well, how he could do this, how she could have done that. Nah, it's not on their own volition, folks. Yeah. Any case, I caution you, pray. Pray for yourself, pray for your children, your family, your communities, and watch the difference. Buzzing this morning, Prime Minister to engage diaspora during a Canada trip, and major upgrades on the way at St. Patrick Medical Clinic. In the region, Trinidad and Tobago elected to UN Security Council. Internationally fragile truce renewed between Israel and Lebanon. And in sports, West Indies did it again, disappointed us again, but nonetheless, there is hope, there is hope, there is hope. Yeah, the home campaign begins with a defeat for the Windies. That's in the sports. So, folks, the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather comes up shortly. Don't you go anywhere. Stick and stay with us. Althea Edwards, very, very well innocent, very real innocent. You have to be fully covered morning, noon, and night. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just crazy out there, man. And you know what is sad? You know, most of the times people do these things in an attempt to be successful. Now, yesterday I told you, strive not to be someone of success, rather someone of value. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, people go to the devil to get rich and to do well in exams and to get a job and to... Come on, man. There are some business places that you go in. If you're the first customer in the morning, they'll tell you hold on, and they have to go inside and move what they call a juju. You understand? Or you stop it. That's not Grenada. No. Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather comes up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
For Grenada to realize its true potential, we must all be a part of nation building. From every corner of the world, our sons and daughters carry the spirit of the Spice Isle in their hearts through culture, innovation, investment, and service. Now is the time to come home to your beautiful Tri-Island state, to reconnect with our roots, share our knowledge, to inspire our youth, and to help shape a stronger, more resilient economy for generations to come. We are all part of the collective journey to shape the future of our nation. Together, we are building a nation we are proud of, a nation defined by opportunity, unity, and purpose. Grenada is more than a place on the map. It is our heritage, our future, our home. We look forward to welcoming you.
At 5 p.m. on August 5th, 1944, the schooner Island Queen sailed out of the St. George's Harbor. On board were some of Grenada's brightest and best sons and daughters. What happened afterwards remains a mystery.
Where Island Queen gone?
Heritage Theatre Company presents Lucy's Straw Hat, a full-length drama written and directed by Chris DeRiggs, a moving story about a family caught up in the drama of this great mystery. Meet Mammy Sylvie, a woman with a secret too heavy to keep but too painful to reveal.
I'm asking for forgiveness for not telling you the truth.
Pa John, the war veteran.
Sometimes I sit here feeling so helpless, so crushed.
Hyacinth, always ready to do mischief.
You don't see the woman Uncle Norris married. She face ugly enough to turn milk.
Lucy, beautiful and headstrong.
I had a dream, Mommy. But Hyacinth was there, holding my hand.
Lucy's Straw Hat at Grenada Trade Center on Saturday 13th and Sunday 14th June, and at the Luke Cinema on Saturday 20th and Sunday 21st June. All shows 7 p.m. Advance tickets $60, $75 at the door. Come join us.
Where Island Queen gone?
This is the morning edition of news for today, Thursday, 4th day of June, 2026. In the headlines, Prime Minister to engage diaspora during Canada trip and major upgrades on the way at St. Patrick Medical Clinic. In the region, Trinidad and Tobago elected to UN Security Council. Internationally, fragile truce renewed between Israel and Lebanon. And in sports, home campaign begins with defeat for West Indies. The details of this and more right after these messages.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store or call 442-8602, 459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Share the great taste of Grace Foods.
Quality nutrition from generation to generation.
The goodness of Grace Foods.
Bringing good taste to life.
Good morning, everyone, on this holiday Thursday with the news in detail. I am Gordon Joseph. We start off in the local news. A delegation consisting of Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, Minister for Health Philip Telesford, and other officials have left Grenada for an official visit to Canada. There, a Prime Minister will hold town hall meetings and other engagements with members of the Grenadian diaspora in Montreal and Toronto. His visit follows similar engagements in New York last month and comes just weeks before the government's inaugural diaspora homecoming. During the visit, Prime Minister Mitchell will also hold bilateral discussions with Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney. Minister Dennis Cornwall will serve as acting Prime Minister until Mitchell returns on June 7th. The Ministry of Health says renovation work at the St. Patrick Medical Clinic is progressing on schedule and is expected to be completed by October. The project includes flood prevention measures, hurricane resilient upgrades, a dedicated maternity ward, expanded dental services, a new environmental and mental health facility, improved parking, and upgraded staff accommodations. Health officials say the improvements will enhance the clinic's safety, capacity, and range of services, strengthening healthcare delivery for residents of St. Patrick and surrounding communities. And finally, on the local scene, the Ministry of Youth and Sports say the demolition of the old pavilion at the Bousséjou playing field will begin on Thursday as part of planned infrastructure upgrades. The announcement follows consultations with residents of Happy Hill, Bousséjou, Brizan, and surrounding communities. Officials say all activities at the facility will be suspended until further notice while work is carried out, and residents are being urged to observe all safety measures. The ministry says the upgrades are aimed at improving the facility to better serve the sporting and recreational needs of the community. That concludes the local segment of news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, they are straight ahead. In the region, Trinidad and Tobago has been elected to serve as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council for the period 2027 to 2028. The country secured 181 votes at the UN General Assembly, comfortably exceeding the required two-thirds majority. It will officially begin its two-year term on January 1st, 2027. Government officials have described the election as a major diplomatic achievement that will strengthen Trinidad and Tobago's role in decisions and discussions on global peace, security, and international cooperation. It marks only the second time the Twin Island Republic has secured a seat on the 15-member council, having previously served during the 1985 to 86 term. Now looking further afield, Israel and Lebanon have agreed to renew the fragile ceasefire under a new U.S. brokered arrangement aimed at reducing hostilities along the border. The agreement includes plans to establish pilot security zones inside Lebanon where Hezbollah operatives would be prohibited, while Lebanese armed forces assume greater control of the areas. The deal comes after renewed violence that saw Israeli airstrikes in southern Lebanon and rocket attacks into northern Israel. Further talks are scheduled for June 22nd as the parties work toward a broader agreement. The conflict has displaced more than 1 million people in Lebanon and claimed thousands of lives since fighting intensified earlier this year. That's the regional and international news. Stay with us. The sports is up next. Good morning, sporting fans. Cricket dominates this morning as we hear the West Indies open the 2026 home season with a 41-run defeat to Sri Lanka in the first one-day international. That match was played at the Sabina Park in Jamaica on Wednesday. Chasing 304 for victory, the Caribbean side was bowled out for 262 in 49.2 overs. Captain Shai Hope top scored with 56, while Justin Graves contributed 45. However, the Windies were unable to build the partnerships needed to challenge Sri Lanka's total. Earlier, Pathum Nissanka made 79 and Kusal Mendes added 72 as Sri Lanka posted 303 for 7 from their 50 overs. Matthew Ford, Roston Chase and Jaden Sills each claimed 2 wickets for the Windies. Dushmantha Shamira starred with the ball for Sri Lanka, taking 4 wickets as the visitors secured a 1-0 lead in the 3-match series. That's all the sports at this time. We'll have more sports tomorrow, if God permits. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead. Well, folks, unfortunately, the folks from the Met Office, they were not prepared for this morning's broadcast. They normally think that, we're off, but, we're the trendsetter. So I've got here, though, not the weather forecast per se, but a weather outlook. All right, an Eastern Caribbean tropical wave is along 62 degrees west, south of 16 degrees north, and it's moving westward at 15 knots. No dip convection is noted over the Caribbean waters. Now, the wave is enhancing the shower and the thunderstorm activity across northeast South America. There's also a second wave, and it says here a Central Atlantic tropical wave is along 47 degrees west, south of 15 degrees north, and is approximately 860 nautical miles east of the island chain. That's the Windward Islands. It is moving westward at 10 to 15 knots. It brings with it scattered to moderate convection from 0 degrees north to 11 degrees north, between 45 and 53 degrees west. Now, tropical cyclone formation is not expected within the next 48 hours. And what I will endeavor to do, though, is just after the newscast, I will reconnect with the Met Office so that we can have that comprehensive weather forecast. Reminding you that the weather outlook and forecast, it usually comes to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited.
Get money where you are, almost anywhere you are, send money over with Western Union.
This is whoa, oh, oh, whoa. This is whoa. Is Western Union. Send to your friends and your family. With Western Union, we're moving money. No matter where you are never far.
Get money where you are, almost anywhere you are, send money over.
Move it for better.
Western Union, moving money for better.
It's 1 minute after 7 o'clock, and to end the news, here's a recap of the headlines. In the local news, Prime Minister to engage diaspora during a Canada trip, and major upgrades on the way at St. Patrick Medical Clinic. In the region, Trinidad and Tobago elected to UN Security Council. Internationally, a fragile truce renewed between Israel and Lebanon. And in sports, a home campaign begins with defeat for the West Indies. Now, that has been the morning edition of news for today, Thursday, the 4th day of June, 2026. On behalf of all those in the newsroom who made this newscast possible and everyone else surrounding the newscast, I am Gordon Joseph saying thank you for viewing and listening, wishing you a safe, enjoyable planting day today, and I'm extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere. Good morning, everybody.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account, and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store or call 442-8602, 459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
You've arrived in paradise. You felt the rhythm. Now let's make sure you say it right.
Hey, my name is Florian. I'm from the beautiful Aida Perla cruise ship. So today, like we Germans say, we are in Grenada. But I heard in English it's called Grenada.
Say it right. Grenada.
Say it right.
Grenada.
That's right. Grenada. There we go. Say it right. It's Grenada. It's not Grenada. It's Grenada. Say it right.
Everyone to GBN's Rock the Box Weekly. These are your smashing hosts, Prince Charlton and Niara. Over 100,000 beautiful people tuning in today. And that's quite a lot, isn't it, Craig? There's only one place they can help you keep up with music and culture today. Started as the underhorse, as they say. Prince and Niara on the commentary at 8:30. And now, they're Crave, who have the latest trendy song that make you want to sing along. Food, fashion, culture all in one. Tune in to Rock the Box tonight. And you're going to catch a vibe. Wait, you think the show about to end? Look like they're running back again. Every Friday they're teaming up. Grenada cannot get enough. And the crowd is just rock. Hold on, sorry to interrupt you here, Craig, but wait, oh my, what to do on a Friday night? Rock the Box of the nation high. Tune in if you wanna know why. They've got like artists performing music here just like Craig. Craig, what's that program's name? Listen what the crowd is saying. Rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, let's go. Rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, let's go. Turn it on, 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 let's go. Turn it on, 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 let's go. Rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, let's go. Rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, let's go. Turn it on, 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 let's go. Turn it on, turn it on, turn it on, turn it on. Watch our rock the box take a baton. Rock the box chill and leave grown. Rock the box, we having we fun. Rock the box time. Every Friday night we tune in everyone. Rock the box time. Take a baton. Rock the box time. Having we fun. Rock the box time.
You've arrived in paradise. You felt the rhythm. Now let's make sure you say it right.
Hey, my name is Florian. I'm from the beautiful Aida Perla cruise ship. So today, like we Germans say, we are in Grenada. But I heard in English it's called Grenada.
Say it right. Grenada.
Say it right.
Grenada.
That's right. Grenada. There we go. Say it right. It's Grenada. It's not Grenada.
Mate, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought there was time.
He's just pulled out. I don't have time to stop.
Well, come on, mate. It was a simple mistake.
I don't know if I was going a bit slower.
Please. I've got my boy in the back.
I'm going too fast. I'm sorry.
A hurricane is more than just a storm. So when a hurricane is coming, please prepare your home. You can do this by having an emergency kit ready, covering your windows, trimming your trees, clearing your gutters, reinforcing your garage doors, installing a generator, and knowing your evacuation routes. Failing to do so can lead to immense damage to your home. Thank you, and please stay safe this hurricane season.
Got something to share?
Call us at 440-1252.
WhatsApp 405-3052 or 407-8458.
Or email gbnnews@gbn.gd.
GBN News, first, accurate, voted #1.
We look forward to welcoming you.
All right, good morning. It's 12 minutes after 7 o'clock, and as promised yesterday, I hinted to you that we had a wonderful conversation last week, Thursday, and because it's a holiday, well, there's not supposed to be a holiday for media and doing the good works. So Mr. Kwamina Amen is back with me this morning. Last week we looked at the crisis that we faced ourselves in, and you know, as black people, our cultural heritage, and you know, the issues of our nation. We zeroed in on that, and it's interesting to note the approach that we had. You know, we were talking of the problems that were transgenerational, brought in by, you know, our slave masters and so forth, and the need for intervention. And unfortunately, since our conversation last week, Thursday, we had 2 suicides. Good morning, Mr. Amen.
Good morning, brother. Good morning, brother Innocent, and thank you, everyone. Yes, we started looking at the manhood, focusing on the manhood and the young men mentoring problems and the issues our young men have, and the stress and the pressures. And since last week, yes, we heard that 2 young men who probably thought there is no way out, because a person only approaches suicide when all possible avenues seems blocked.
Yeah.
Of course, there is always a way out. There is always a solution to every problem, and unfortunately, these young people did not have access to the knowledge that could have helped them. Yes, there are things worse than suicide.
The losing of your soul.
Well, if Donald Trump had committed suicide when he was younger, we'll have less problems on the planet. And Netanyahu and people like him. So yeah, it's horrible to say.
That's deep.
There are things that are worse than suicide, right?
Yeah.
But still, we feel the pain of the frustration of young people having to go through this horrible. With the families who left behind, the parents, the siblings, the friends, are all hurt in ways unimaginable when someone takes their life untimely.
Let me ask you this, just to expand the conversation, because I started with a narrative this morning. How deep are you into like spirituality? Because subsequent to our conversation last week, some people were saying this man has the real spiritual thing. That's the kind of spirit, not with the cross and all this. What's spirituality to you? How important is spirituality?
Well, that's the number one solution we're going to look at today in terms of solving our problems, our young men and women too. But we're focusing on men, but what we're saying is equally applicable to our women and females, right? Knowing how you are beating your heart, your mind, knowing how there is a division of you that pumps your breath, that changes your food into conversation and muscles, that divides the cell of the bone structure from the cell of the skin structure. There is this intelligence here. It's an individuality. The word individual means a duality, two things. Individual, unable to separate. You cannot divide these two things, but there are two things undividable. One is a finite, perishable mind body, and one is the infinite principle of the universe.
Right.
And they're interacting in these all the expressions of life. When our mind is tuned to our animality and the physicality and the external things, we behave like how we're behaving now. We dominate, we're aggressive, we eat the wrong things, we do all the wrong things because we can do this on the physical level. When our mind is tuned to the divine nature, beating our heart, pumping our blood, changing our food into conversations, when our mind is focused on the source of life, we access what we call divinity. We access all knowledge, omniscience, omnipotence, omnipresence. And this is called education.
Right.
To lead the mind, to connect the source of information, to bring forth. So in the case of a young man, his manhood, his knowing how to behave in the external and psychological world is based upon his knowledge of his infinite nature, the part of the individual that is infinite.
Okay.
And this is what is missing from our education, missing from our churches. Yet the education and churches system were designed to bring us to this knowledge. Because of the corruption through the slavery, we have the ego-based knowledge which doesn't connect to spirit, which doesn't connect to oneness and infinity, only corrects to perishable things.
Yesterday morning, right? And it stuck with me. I did this, I have this motivational tip every morning that says, yesterday it said, strive not to be a person of success, but rather a person of value.
A character, yes. Yes. Success means your relationship with your peers in the environment that is productive, hopefully beneficial to everyone. The narrow view of success is that it's beneficial to me at the expense of everyone, right? So success is to do with relationship to externals. Character is to do with your relationship with yourself and with the externals correctly. Okay. So character as an objective of education would be much better than money as an objective of education. So let's just review. Last week we talked about the problem was the fact that a man's role in the masculine, feminine world is the provision, the clearing of a space, the providing of an infrastructure and safety.
With the 21 trees.
With the 21 trees for the women to populate. Okay. Further research into the Kalanago society showed that in Grenada, the women and men spoke slightly different languages in their world. The role of the female was defined, the role of the male was defined, and they complemented each other. So there was no competition in the roles of male and female.
And that is the revision from last week.
Right.
So let's just do the revision because we have to take a break. I have to bring on a different guest, and then we come back.
Okay.
And we do into this week's projection. solution.
Very good.
Okay, so let's recap quickly last week.
So the fact that a young man is born and his role is to provide the sustenance and infrastructure, and he has nothing under the slave master structure. Under the Kalinago structure, you automatically inherited land. And by the way, in Grenada, it was mainly done through the woman. It was a matriarchal society in Grenada. Now, they were both matriarchal and patriarchal societies in the West Indies, and they were always complementary. Never was one dominant over the next. For example, in Grenada, the feminine, the inheritance was to the females.
Okay.
And inheritance of land was through the female. Inheritance of tools and skills was through the males. And they were a complementary relationship that was harmonious. So as a young man born into Grenada doesn't have any access to infrastructure and have all the desires and want to make life happen, frustration kicks in. If he doesn't conform to the school system, going 5 days a week, 5 years, 7 years, and leaving school unemployed, disconnected, more frustrated than when he entered, then changing this for our young men, providing access to the resources will be the solution. So we have a problem that we need to address on both the individual, the community, and the national level. And hopefully when we come back, we can look at how we can help our young men be men in society as is supposed to be.
All right, folks, you heard it. We've set it up. When we come back, I'm taking a break because we've got this big sale, the clash, all right, with on-the-spot hardware, Country Cold, and Andal and Associates Budget Food. They have this clash which starts on Saturday, so I have them as guests next. And when we come back, we are going to look into making better men in our society with Mr. Kwamina Amen. Folks, this is The Conversation. We take a quick break and we come back shortly.
Got something to share?
Call us at 440-1252.
WhatsApp 405-3052 or 407-8458.
Or email gbnnews@gbn.gd.
GBN News, first, accurate, voted #1.
Looking to take your business to new heights? Advertise with GBN on our social media platforms and get noticed by our 138,000 plus followers. Reach a massive engaged audience ready to connect with your brand. No matter your business size, GBN is here to help you grow. Contact us today at admin@gbn.gd or WhatsApp 407-8458 to get started.
Like a freestyle, the life blood flowing mile by mile. It's legacy, a beat that don't stop like Bob Marley said. One love on top, the sewage water out of sight, but it's always wrong, don't lose the light. From factories and wells so deep, corals, mangroves and fish they weep. Green water for the garden, keep it green. Save the cash and the earth is clean. We use the water with a mindful mind. It's out of sight but never far behind. In nature, the answers always flow. Like water running pure, the cycle grows. It renews itself, same drop, same beat. It's all good, man, you got the heat. Water flow, water flow. No clean water, no vibes we grow. We protect our water, protect our future.
Time to go.
Country Cold, premier sponsor, in collaboration with Power of Worship Radio 92.5 FM, present A Night of Worship. A Night of Worship with 7-time Grammy Award-winning Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir. Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir. Friday, June 12th at the Grenada National Cricket Stadium. Gates open at 5 p.m. Worship starts at 6. Free admission. Experience powerful songs like Fill My Cup. Spirit fall down. And you keep on blessing me. Bring your family. This is more than a concert. It's an encounter with God. Special thanks to our generous sponsors, Modern Photo Studio, Terry's Yacht Services, and Sammy's Ready Mix. A night of worship with Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir. Friday, June 12th. This event hosted by the Ministry of Mental Health, Wellness, and Religious Affairs.
Oil down is we thing. Nobody could copy that. That is we national dish. Grenada's national dish. This one-pot delicacy embodies our heritage, character, friendliness, and joy. Each ingredient brings with it a story of its own.
It's a melange of our tumultuous history, our passion as a people, and the love for a little socialization. Fortunately, no get-together is a good get-together without a pot of oil. What do you? And rum.
But that's a story for another time.
At the heart of this dish is breadfruit. Introduced to us by Captain William Bligh, you could find a tree in every backyard.
Along with breadfruit is fig. That's what we call green bananas.
And grown provisions like yams, dashi, and whatnot. No, this is just my opinion, but you can't make oil down without meat. Some people do, and that's fine, but you must have some meat in there. Pigtail, chicken, a little salt beef, crab, or wild meat like iguana, or even saltfish.
No. With the saltfish, you have to soak it good because you don't want to salt the pot. You must also try not to eat out all before you finish prep the other ingredients. That is problems.
Now, the saltfish, originally cod, was meant as a cheap source of food for the slaves. But today, saltfish is Mr. Saltfish. So put some respect on it.
Anyways, dumplings must not be forgotten. Very important. You see, making dumplings is an art. Can't be too hard or too soft, can't be too big or too small. It can't be too sweet or too salty. It must be just right. All you need is a little flour, salt, and water. That is how we like it. Now, to pack the pot, that is the real skill. You must artfully stack all these ingredients in your pot and cloak it in callaloo. Let it simmer slowly in a bath of coconut milk, turmeric, which was introduced to us by South Asian immigrants, curry, and other seasonings. Boy, pure perfection.
At Independence time, you can find pots of oil dung smoldering on an open fireside in every community. Look out for the savory aroma and people lining by the pot with their bowlie, fig leaf, or plate, whichever is your choice.
This dish is Grenada's fingerprint. Each pot possesses its own unique flavor. You see oil dung? That's a Grenadian thing.
welcome back, viewers and listeners. The conversation this morning. I'm sorry that we had to, do it that way, but nonetheless, we're going to get it right. Firstly, this morning, I'm joined by Mr. Nigel Simon, and of course, our beloved dear own Mr. Theodore. On the Spot Hardware and Country Coal, together with Andal and Associates through Budget Food, they have this clash. But here the nice thing about this clash, the three enterprises are clashing to see who could give the best deals to customers. But guess what? Is the customers are winning. That's nice. Eh? So all you fighting, but all you are winning. We are winning. Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Wonderful. Right. Absolutely wonderful on this end, especially to be here this morning, to be in your company and to be my good brother's company here this morning. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling.
Yes. Mr. John, you're good.
I am excellent.
Okay. Now let's get straight to the matter, right? In that this is not the first time you all embark on this campaign, right? There was a sort of hiatus, I guess maybe COVID and all kind of stuff, but it's back. How did that concept come about?
Well, it's just like you said, it came about from the idea of giving the customers an opportunity to be the winners, at the end of the day. You always hear them asking about it. You come to shop, they always want a better deal, want a better price, and so, we listened, and when the time came, we sat as a team and we said, look, let's put this idea together. And at the time, back then, it was Hotspot, right? The current minister. So the first one we did was Hotspot, On the Spot, Country Coal, and a bunch of our other friends, and that was that was one experience of a lifetime. I mean, the customers really enjoyed themselves, because they got really good prices, and in and between, we just threw in deals, in and between, every now and then we just throw a deal, and the place would just go crazy, and that is the how we develop the genesis of the concept, giving the customers one day that they kind of get to live that opportunity, that dream of just coming in and get, the best prices somewhere,
But you know what is even more interesting about this is that usually you'd find competing entities trying to outdo each other. But in this case, this scenario, you all have decided to come together to make life easier, better for the customers, and that initiative is commendable. From a Country Coal's perspective, I mean, how do you feel getting involved in this?
Well, we were present a couple of years ago in the last clash. I'll use the word clash. Hotspot, I remember clearly that Hotspot was there, and Hotspot was beating us left, right, and center.
You couldn't beat Andy.
We couldn't keep up with the deals. I mean, our deals were rolling out, once in a while. Andy was rolling out his deals. I mean, every couple of minutes there would be a new deal. So we couldn't match it, but. The objective was achieved in the sense that I think the mark that was left, it was indelible. People remember that from since then. They remember that effect. They remember the environment. They remember the benefit to them.
Okay.
So when Mr. Theodore came to us and said, listen, we have to reenact this. We did not think twice.
Okay.
He said, you know what, yes, we will be there. We are a little bit better prepared now. Of course, Hotspot is not going to be there, but Budget Foods, they are also quite aggressive in the market right now, and so we're ready to take on the customer.
And it's important to note that you're taking on the customer. Come see if you could deal with these bargains that we have, not the other entities that are advertising the clash, the so-called clash. That's why I say this is unique, because when Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield clash, you expect one of them to win. But in this case now, Mike Tyson, Holyfield, and Lennox Lewis, because but the fans are the ones who win, and that's so important. So, how is this going to be done? Let's hear from let's say Country Cold's perspective first. What are you putting up? What are your bargains and so forth?
Well, first of all, what we want to highlight is Country Cold is primarily a wholesaler.
Okay.
I mean, I think most of Grenada knows that. We importer, wholesaler, distributor, wholesaler. We have a lot of wonderful customers who enjoy our wholesale prices. What we are going to do on Saturday is we are simply going to make available to the customers or the persons who will be there. We'll make available to them everyday products, whether it is poultry, frozen products, or other products. We'll make it available to them at a wholesale price, but in a retail package. So that's the essence of it. So whereas a lot of our customers, when they buy from us, when they buy the case, they get things at a wholesale price per pound, because they enjoy that, because they're buying a case or they're buying in bulk. On Saturday, one of the few days, because ever so often we do have sales like that, we will be making it available to the everyday man, that he can walk in to the sale event. He can get 1, 2, 3, up to 5 pounds of any product, well, the products that we have on the day, at a wholesale price per pound. So just for instance, chicken wings. Chicken wings is a popular product amongst Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
Yeah, Grenada is a chicken country.
and chicken wings primarily, love it. So I will highlight chicken wings. For instance, normally you buy a pound of chicken wings now for about $5, between $4.50 to $5.
That's retail.
That's retail. You walk into the shop, you pay between $4.50 to $5 for a pound of chicken wings. On that day, we will be offering a pound at $3. So really? $3, yes. Of course, the packaging is what makes the difference. So they will be coming in. So what we've done is we've made it easy. We've packaged it in $10 and $20 packets. So you get the equivalent of poundage to the value of $10 or $20. Turkey wings is also very popular. We've reduced the price per pound from $6.90 to $5. So basically, you're getting 2 pounds of turkey for $10. So that is our approach, and of course this is just the framework. But on the day itself, we may.
But just for clarification purposes, can someone walk in and buy 1 pound, or you take the package that is there? So it's pre-packed.
So it's pre-packed
at what, 5 pounds, 10 pounds?
It's pre-packed. So the various cuts that we have, the persons will get between. I will give you the range basically between 2 to 3.5, probably 4 pounds in each packet.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I would not go into the detail of each cut and poundage in
but
each
you could get a minimum
between 2 to about 4 pounds.
So you can't just walk in and say, hey, $3 a pound, give me a pound of chicken. No,
it's pre-packed.
It's pre-packed. 2 pounds up.
Yeah. Okay. And basically we want it's pre-packed where persons their spend can be either $10 in one packet or $20 in another packet.
Okay.
All right. So that's the options that they have, and we're talking about that's the poultry items.
Okay.
We have a lot of other items as well, but I'm just drawing a reference with these two in particular.
Okay. Now, before we get into the details of the products, other products that you may have, I want to hear from on the spot's perspective. How is it being done?
Oh yes. Well, we also have a number of items. A number of items.
Now, water tank.
Yes, you get you're talking about it. Water tanks. Yes, you're going to get special prices on water tanks. You're getting special prices on doors. I mean, the full complement of doors. You can get special prices on that day. Okay. Your windows. Your steel. Plywood, and when I say plywood, the range of it, including the PVC boards and the particle boards and all the different components are in the range of plywood. Those used for your roof, or
3/4 ply.
Exactly. 3/4, 5/8, 1/2 inch, whatever sizes. You're gonna get lumber. at great prices. You just name it. The water boots, the items that we do in stores, so you just name the paints you can get at great prices,
But this is crazy because the items on the spot, the items there are already on that price. So how much lower can you go? You understand? How much lower can you go?
That's the thing. We always complimented for trying to maintain a reasonable price. Persons are always happy that they can come down the spot and they can get a good price. So and on top of it, as you said, I mean, how much more? But we have gone. We have gone a lot lower, and there's going to be a lot of items that persons can come and pick up. So whatever you're doing, whether it's your renovation, you're really doing a full construction part, there's going to be a whole range of items. Whether it's your cupboard doors, as I said, your shower mixers, water heaters, stains, nails, the list just goes on, in terms of items that they can come in and get a great deal on. So on that day, we come in, we're going to be set up, everybody's going to be set up, and you go to the different persons, Budget Food Handles, I'm sorry they're not here this morning to kind of give you, but they told me they're ready. They have a lot of stuff lined up. I mean,
I'm seeing some crazy stuff here. The Fontana 250 ml for $2. The Wortman SF iced, 8 ounces and $8. There's $15 for Pure Divine liqueurs.
They're ready.
They're ready. Budget Foods are ready, and they're coming hard too. The clash is definitely on. I mean, we're definitely on. Everybody's coming well prepared, stocked, and ready to take on the customer.
I know for a fact, right? I can speak on behalf of customers, existing customers, and prospective customers. There's no denying things are hard in Grenada. Not just in Grenada. The world is harder now. All right? Some mad people start something in the Middle East and it's just sending prices up like crazy. And some of the normal things that people need to go by daily. For example, in your case, chicken. Chicken price is going up. But to bring it to that level, where you can get chicken being sold at $3 a pound and stuff like that. This is hearty. In essence, you're feeling the pulse of the people, and you've said to yourselves that this business is not just about the profit margins. It's not just on the graph. All right. The people who keep us in operation, we need to take care of them as well. It won't always be that way, but at least let's make life a little more bearable for them. And that is so commendable. The folks at Handel and Associates, well, Peter, good morning to you. You and your entire team. I mean, Handel and Associates, where good foods cost less. That's his brand. That's his tagline. When companies like that, can merge to do that, it speaks volumes of the character of owners and so forth. I want to go back to Country Cold. What are some of the other items that people can take advantage of? We know chicken.
So chicken, but we're doing about 2 cuts of poultry. So we're doing the chicken wings and we're doing like quarters. We're also doing turkey. Turkey is popular. Now I'm glad you mentioned about the rise in prices. Turkey has been one of those items that the price has changed within the last 6 months. The price has changed considerably. Turkey wings went from, as a matter of fact, turkey wings was the alternative to chicken wings. We get tired of chicken wings, we buy turkey wings because the price of it was around the same.
I wish I could have eaten turkey.
So the turkey wings, the price went up, it almost doubled. Or we could say it doubled, basically. It went up to about $7 per pound.
That's the wholesale.
that is the retail price. So I'm talking retail price here. It went up to about $7. Some people sell it for a little bit more. That with country coal, that was directly what was responsible for that was not an embargo, but a restriction that happened in Canada. That's where we import a lot of our turkey from.
Right.
Their restrictions caused a shortage of supply. That shortage of supply, of course, we all know with shortage of supply, you have
prices go up.
That has since been, things are changing so rapidly in the world now. But thankfully, our last set of shipments, the price has started dropping a bit. So it puts us in a better place to be able to, for instance, in this event, we can offer a better price. And going forward, in the future, we will see, hopefully we will see some decreases in prices for some of our products as time goes by. But of course, there are going to be some products that the price will increase. But of course, we Country Coal on the spot. I think these are all companies that their approach to pricing has always been one where we think of the customer at the end of the day. Yeah.
Let me tell you this. Peter isn't here, but I can speak on Peter's behalf. I remember that many years ago, I know you'd be listening or somebody tell him. We were driving, all right? I was walking along with Peter at that time, and we were talking politics. And I said, why don't you get involved in politics? You have all what it takes to be a politician. And he said, no. But he said, in Grenada, and it's reflective in the way he prices his products. He said in Grenada, once you can champion the cause of the poor man, you're doing good.
Yeah.
And it's reflective in the way he prices and so forth, the deals, the bargains that he gives, So I can safely say that on his behalf because it's not second money. We were in a conversation, he said that, So once you can look not just, as I said earlier, on your profit margin, or it looks on your books and so forth. Once it's not the sole intent, but you have that compassionate feeling for because some people that catching the royal.
Yes. But we do have, besides the poultry and the meat items, we are actually offering things like cornmeal. Cornmeal is to some extent it's used by many persons in Grenada. We're doing a 2-pound pack we're doing a pack for $4 per pound. We're doing potatoes. Potatoes are another regular staple. We reduced it to $1 per pound.
I don't want no potato.
We have things. We have rice. Now we just brought in our rice out of Guyana. So we're sort of launching and reintroducing that brand of rice to Grenada. So we have we're going to do a special on that. You can get 3 packs of the 400-gram Carib Pearl is the name of the brand.
Right.
3 packs of that you can get it for $5. It's an
3 packs for $5.
3 packs for $5. It's an excellent way of trying out because there are a lot of rice brands on the market now. But for $5, you get 3 400-gram packs. You buy it, you bring it home, you try it. A lot of people are going to be impressed with the yield. It's one of those. It's a rice that when you cook it, you put 2 grain of rice and you get up.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's a rice, a long grain rice like that, parboiled long grain rice that it yields very well.
Wow.
We have French fries for some of the persons who do frying. You can get a packet of fries, a 5-pound pack of fries for $20. Normally, a 5-pound pack of fries would go retail at about $30. Now, there are some people who they do frying for a living, but they don't even want to buy an entire case because maybe they're just starting out, whatever the case may be. So
and that's that financial constraints too.
So it's an excellent opportunity for them to come and buy a couple packs. They get it for about $10 less. And then, of course, persons who have their families and they like to fry, they like fries and that sort of thing, they can buy a packet of fries for that's a good price. $20 is a fairly good price. So we've tried to get the prices to the point where that that person walking off the street can pick up an item, a single item, 1, 2, 3 pounds at a better price, even lower in some cases, even lower than our wholesale price.
Okay, Mr. Theodore, what would you say to my audience out there? What would you say is your best catch on as it relates to the items, that something that you know people want, but in your opinion you're trying to be as conservative as possible, but there's a limit to which you could go with your pricing, dropping your price. But you've dropped it considerably. What is that item that you know people would want, but sometimes the price prevents them from taking it?
Well, there's quite a few, but if I have to narrow it down, I think it would be maybe the windows, and I would say the doors. I think those are two items I think persons could really take advantage of on the day. But there's just so many others, so many others that they can pick up, because they'll be getting a great deal on a wide range of items.
I like the windows thing. I know somebody now that is looking for some windows. All right, so let's say the windows previously was maybe $100 for one. What's the price now like?
Oh, they can get windows now up to about 40% lower on that day. So you can pay on windows and doors. You can get some really good doors at some good prices. So as we said, we just kind of done it in such a way that this is just your day, your opportunity. And as you rightfully said, I mean, Budget Foods and Country Cold are also known for the very same thing. Great prices,
great deals.
Great deals.
Mr. Lewis, good morning.
Everybody,
morning, Mr. Lewis.
So this is just their opportunity, people's opportunity to just come and take advantage of this one-off opportunity. So, I mean, gosh, innocent. As I said, we can narrow it down a little bit, but it's still a broad preview for them to come and enjoy.
In the final analysis, it was designed to be your day as a customer. You just come. All you gotta do is come here.
Yes.
Right. Come to any of the outlets on the spot, Country Cold, and also Andal through its Budget Food. The sale, you must come to store. You don't do delivery on it.
Yeah, they would have to come to the event on the day to enjoy these places.
Right. So pecking apretute can say, well, I want to take advantage of it. I want 20 cases of chicken wings. You won't deliver it to him.
Well, that's the thing. On the day, we're not. So a lot of the packaging is what has made a difference. So we're not doing cases per se. We have taken a lot of cases
and put them in packages.
So I mean, if he wants, he can come now and pick up as much package as he wants to make up the cases.
That's awesome.
This is
Carib Dream Teas, honey. Let me just go back to and Budget Food has shared some information in with us. So let's right, the Pure Divine liqueurs, 50 centiliters. $15. Victoria soya bean oil 1 liter at $9. The Good Cider 75 centiliters for $8. Eva 750 ml $8. Woo Sweet Wine 750 ml $15.
Wow.
Jakes Bernard Sweet Red Wine 750 ml for $15. Santa Sophia Small Elbow 500 grams for $3. I mean, this is craziness. Yeah.
I like the fact that persons can mix on the day. So that may probably be part of our approach as well, whereby we pair. So customers could look out. It's possible that at some point during the day, Budget Foods and Country Cold may come together.
Really?
Or Country Cold and on the spot may come together. No, I'm saying it's possible.
Okay.
That has. But what we're saying here is that we are offering deals. So on the day itself, we intend, whether it's individually or as in a partnership, we intend to offer the best deals. So one can look out for even better deals in tandem with each other.
Okay.
Budget Foods has a lot of products that partner well with some of our products.
Yes. They have the bread, you have the cheese.
Yes.
One can very well experience where we may come together and make an offer to the persons who are patronizing. So we can look out for that as well.
Is this going to be the only one this year? We're expecting one in September for back to school and in December for Christmas. Is that too far to stretch it?
I wouldn't say so.
Okay, that's
we are here.
That's a good sign. That's a good sign. No, it's always good. It's a good feeling, and I'm speaking as a customer now, a shopper, that companies look out for me. Even in the tight circumstances, they bend over backwards to make life more affordable and livable for me. And I can tell you, you've gotten some really strong loyalty from some of your customers for that. Because, I mean, Grenadians know a deal when they see one. And to know that you already have a deal going on and then you still have this special. How does it run today? On Saturday? All stores will be doing it on Saturday? All the entities participating on the spot, country cold, and else?
Everybody will be set up at On the Spot Hardware, the Woodlands branch, right? So it's only happening at Woodlands, right? So it's all at the Woodlands branch.
So you have to come in Woodlands for chicken?
Yes, you come in Woodlands, right? So we all be set up
on the spot selling chicken now. Could you imagine this?
Yes. So all roads lead to Woodlands on Saturday. That's this Saturday. All right. As we say, the gates open at 8, and you will meet us all there. So everybody would be set up at a different location, on our compound.
And you have the space.
Yeah, we have the space. Everybody will be set up at a different location, spot on the compound, and people can visit the different tents. We'll have the MC would kind of tell you where the deals are at a particular time. He's going to be on the mic telling you what's going on.
But nobody will call me to do that. I ain't want to say I'm good here.
We have to fix that.
I hope you're not putting Emerson on the spot.
So we would have all of that, and persons can, when they come down, they just visit the different spots and purchase the items that's available, and when we call the deals. So at different times we call where deal is at, and you can go to that section, and pick it up. So you're shopping.
It's a fun.
It's fun. It's fun. Also, we hoping to have a section where there's a wheel where you can win things. Persons can spin the wheel and spin things, and you can win little things throughout the day. Yes, And you made a very good point earlier when you spoke about picking up how you can collect your items, and so for us. It's the same. We really want persons to come with their transportation. So as you purchase, you can take it away one time.
Right.
Because on sale, things gets a bit crazy. The traffic, people, you tend to, may sell in excess. And, that's things tend to get a little bit out of hand. So we encourage persons when you come and you buy, and if you can come one time prepared, have your vehicle by the road or whatever, so you can purchase and pick it up and move. Yes, it's
if you want to come back afterwards, if you want to make 3 trips, fine. But what you purchase now, you go with it, you deliver it, and you come back.
Yes, we're hoping that you can, move the items off the compound as you purchase.
An idea just comes to mind. This is a good opportunity. Taxi services back up around there, because folks would want taxi service to go home.
They want services to move the products, and so those are some of the things we just recommending. But people have to come early. They have to come early.
Is there a cut-off time for the sales?
3 o'clock. So we think at 3 o'clock, we think we should be, we should have wrapped up by that time.
All items should be exhausted.
And everything should have gone, hopefully.
So Monday could very well be a day that you'd see on the spot, closed for stock taking. All the stock's gone. Same with Country Cola and
I would would also mention here that so our presence will be there on Saturday, but business goes on as per normal
at the control,
and also the trucks will be going out and servicing all the routes. These offers and deals will not be offered at Country Cold Store up at Perlmutter, neither will it be offered from the trucks. This is only for this particular event. So business as usual with our trucks going out doing sales and deliveries and up at Country Cold. However, we want to say to our good customers, we're not going to be doing this. We know that doing this to some extent, we compete with them, because a lot of our customers, they buy wholesale and they sell retail. This is just for this particular event. We do this every now and then. This challenge we couldn't refuse.
Of course.
But we just want to show our customers.
I'm seeing Mr. Lewis up there now. Okay.
So just to reassure our good customers, our wholesale buyers, this is just once in a while we will accept challenges like this. We will offer these.
I want to commend you all on that initiative, and I want to plead on behalf of the people, make it a customary thing, make it a seasonal thing. We have 3 seasons, Carnival, Easter, and Christmas. So, it would be nice.
Yes.
As my father would say, it's nice. Yeah. So again, any parting words? Anything special you thought we left? We have to join the BBC.
Okay.
Well, we for us, it's just the opportunity to invite everyone. Again, call a friend, tell somebody. We always say, spread the word. You don't want at the end of the day we finish and somebody saying to you, "Well, I didn't know."
Yeah.
So we're out here, we're doing our part. Informing persons, and we want to encourage the people who are listening to also pick up the phone and call somebody, let them know it's happening, because things like this just don't happen often. They don't happen often. Even though as much as we'd like it to, but with what we have to work with, and as you said a while ago, the prices have increased significantly just to import the items, to bring the items here. And so when we're able to do something like this, it's an opportunity that persons need to take advantage of. You don't want to miss it. So tell everybody, call your friends, let them know the place to be on Saturday the 6th. That's tomorrow. Sorry, this Saturday the 6th is Woodlands on the spot hardware grounds, and you'll meet all of us. The champions would be there. We there, as you say, with our gloves up, and we're ready to go at each other. We're ready to go at each other. Everybody coming hard, and we in the ring, belt in hand.
I'm literally hearing Peter saying, "I could be that."
I am too.
Yes.
Well, I know we have to go, so I would just say, encourage persons. I would support what Emerson said. We look forward to seeing everybody there, and when they get there, be prepared for to see some blows. I wouldn't say from who, but
it's a jaw-dropping event.
No pun intended.
What is thing, Chip? Folks, don't forget, also being there, someone asked, parking, crowd control, how you cater for that?
Oh, yes. We have systems in place to assist with the parking, but there's only so much we can do. So there will be, some parking, I guess, will have to be done along the roadway too, and we'll have some persons there hoping to control and assist with, with the traffic. So there will be some, but we have some areas allocated to assist also.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for sharing with us, and I challenge you all on the next one. GBN's TV has to be there live to carry it live.
Yes.
All right, so folks, that's it. You heard it from the champions. All right, the clash is on this Saturday. On the Spot Hardware, Country Cold Store, and Andal and Associates through its budget food will converge at On the Spot. That's where the action is.
Yes.
All right, so don't go to Country Cold Store and say, well, you come for the deal. The deal, you'll get the chicken on on the spot. Only for Saturday, right? Don't go back there Monday and say, on the spot chicken chip at the back by itself. You understand what I'm saying? It's only on Saturday.
That's right.
All right. All right. So go on out and take advantage of these deals. Thank you, gentlemen. Go back and plant.
Yeah.
All right, because we have to eat.
Yes, yes.
All right. It's Corpus Christi. That's it for the conversation, folks. We are going to join the BBC, which is already in progress. Don't you go anywhere.